Hey everyone, welcome back to Searching for Goodness. Today I'm really excited to introduce Javier Knight. I actually discovered him through his parody video of Bad Bunny, and it was so funny, I watched it on a loop. Beyond the laughs, what really stood out to me was how his content reflects everyday culture in a way that feels honest, joyful, and relatable. I'm excited to talk about him, comedy, creativity, and how humor can help us connect and find goodness in daily life. Yeah, that video that you made was very funny, and then I looked at your other stuff too. Would you like to first briefly go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, so I'm Javier Knight. I've been doing content creation now for, um, I believe it's been about, officially, it's been a year since I decided to take it serious.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it was a year yesterday
Nice.
that I decided that I promised myself that I would be able to make this a full time job, that it would be that I'm working towards my dreams. And it's been officially a year, but I've been doing content creation here and there for about 4 years now. So I started off in the fitness industry,
Uh-huh.
then gradually worked my way to showing off more of my personality.
Awesome. So that Bad Bunny parody was my introduction to you, and it instantly made me laugh. When you're creating comedy, how do you know an idea is funny enough to share?
If I laugh at it. So I love my own content, and I tell any content creator, make sure that you love your own content, because I'll look back at any single one of my videos,
Mm.
I laugh at it. Like I'm by myself in my apartment just laughing at my own videos. And if I get to enjoy it, then I'm also searching for other people that enjoy what I have to make. I stopped focusing more on what is funny and just started focusing more on what is funny to me and finding the people that enjoy my sense of humor.
Beautiful. Good answer. Um, Comedy often comes from real life. What parts of your everyday culture or human behavior do you most enjoy playing with?
Anytime that I look for inspiration for, comedy or for content, I just look for everyday life, right? Like that's where I look for relatability. What us as humans can we connect to that we all do that we don't know so much that we're doing. Um, so I always look for things that are we normally wouldn't say. I'm the one that says it. And I think that's hilarious to me is that I'm the one that gets people out of their comfort zone, things that they wouldn't say themselves, but I've always thought it. And I just bring it to real life. And that's what makes my content so relatable is that I'm willing to say the things that most people wouldn't.
Mhm. That makes sense. Some of the most funny shows that I watched and love, like Seinfeld,
Yeah.
Curb Your Enthusiasm, are some of the comedy shows I really love. It's always a little bit about making fun of yourself and like
Yeah.
something we all think, but nobody says it out loud. But like that's why we laugh
Of
because we all think
course.
about that.
Of course. And
Yeah,
we
you got
all
that.
can be united through laughter, right? I
Mm-hmm.
think and through any conversation, every conversation that I've had a great experience with always began with laughter.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I take any situation is always go in it with laughter, always look for something funny, always look for the positive because life doesn't have to be so serious.
Beautiful.
We can laugh at things and it life be still hard for us. I I'm stressed out about 5 million other things in this world. But if there's one thing I can laugh about, I look for that. And that's the best part of my day is laughing.
That's great. Um, Most importantly, I like the part that laughter is a uniting thing.
Yeah.
That because I'm really focusing on that and searching for goodness. What are the positive things that unite us, like dancing and music and laughter is definitely one of them. Your content feels very natural and unforced. How much of your process is planned versus improvised?
A lot of it is improvised. A lot of it is spur of the moment. I have ADHD. So if I have an idea and I don't do it, I will totally forget about it. So immediately, if I ever have an idea or it has to be in that moment, I have to create it. No matter if I screenshot it, I write it down in my notes. I probably won't get back to that type of content. So I force myself, especially in the beginning stages, I force myself to do a lot of the content like immediate, spur of the moment, and it's usually what I'm doing in my daily life. I don't go out searching for content. I document my life, and
Mm.
most of the time, I make life pretty funny, and I make it adventurous and exciting. And that's probably one of my most red flags ever. Is I think that you're supposed to do something with your life every single day. You're always supposed to be doing something, and so that's what I naturally do. If I'm doing a solo adventure to Universal Studios, or if it's going to a concert alone, or if it's going to the movies alone, I make sure I document it and show my experience and show that if I can do it, you can do it too, with a little twist of being funny.
Awesome. Um, yeah, that's great. You make something out of your slice of life, but in a funny way.
Yeah, of course.
Nice. Has there been a reaction or message from someone that reminded you your work actually made a difference?
That my content made a difference. Yeah, I get a lot of people in my Instagrams. They'll message me saying, which is it's crazy to see where I've come from a year. Literally, it's been exactly a
Mm.
year, and I've had people watch me since I started doing TikTok lives. And it's crazy the messages that I get and the response of that people are just really just excited to see that someone can do it. That someone went out for their dream and is actually experiencing it. And it became subconsciously an inspiration to those that, have a dream. Because I started with nothing. I bet it on myself. I left the corporate world to do content creation, to something that I wake up loving every
Mm.
single day. And I would say like the main message is that I'm an inspiration to those that want to live their dream and pursue anything that they want to do, whether that be in comedy, whether that be in school, whether that be through life, through mental health, through anything. Um, if you have a dream or if you have a vision for your life, I've always said go for it, no matter what it is.
Yeah, I that's really inspiring. I had another guest like that. She used to be a nurse and she became a musician. Faith Eliza.
Yeah.
She was a, I believe in that. I mean, just finding that balance to be able to do what you really love to do. What were you doing in corporate world, if you
I
don't mind
was
me asking?
yeah, I was in the gym industry.
Okay.
So I
Mm,
was managing different facilities of franchise gyms.
cool. That's great. So you are encouraging people to follow their dreams.
Yes, one
Mm,
my main message to
mm,
everyone is if you have a dream, go for it. Doesn't matter what anyone says. I can imagine how many messages that I've gotten to you're cringe, you should stop making videos, you're not going to do anything with this, or even my own family who told me I was
mm,
wasting my time and my talents starting this impossible dream.
mm,
But I'm here. I'm living my dream. I wake up energized and I love it. I love what I do. I love uniting people through content. I love the laughter that I give people. I like when people compliment, oh my gosh, I thought your video was so funny, or I thought it was informational or inspirational, or anything like that, that my content creates and sparks an emotion in other people. I think
mm.
that's an amazing feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. Get back to searching for goodness. Searching for goodness is about finding light in everyday moments. Where do you personally find goodness when life feels stressful and heavy?
I find it within just being alone. I
Mm,
find it just being alone with yourself. I typically like to go to the ocean. It's kind of grew up in San Diego,
mm,
so the ocean was very accessible to me. And a lot of the times it was just sitting by myself, reflecting, just kind of understanding who I am, what I want, my intentions, and manifestation. I truly believe in it. So I would just manifest all my goals and my dreams and on that sand and be by myself and just meditate and just be at peace with myself and realizing that everything's going to be okay. That we still have another day to fight for tomorrow. My mom always says, what is it? There's a new day every time the sun comes up.
mhm.
So just wait for the next sun, and that's what I look for. I'm just waiting for the next sun to keep on fighting for the next day, and that's all we have to do is just wait for that next day. do as much as we can today
Right.
to prepare for tomorrow.
Very good. You're very wise for a young person, all the things you're saying. And I can relate because I'm originally from Turkey. And when I was growing up, we used to go to the island. I also used to like sit by the sea by myself and
Yeah.
think and reflect and meditate, manifestation.
Hmm.
Everything you said makes sense. And I think finding that peace in between yourself is that's where it all starts. You got to believe in yourself before anybody can believe in you.
Of course.
Me too. I have friends, I have family. There's very few people who applaud for what I do right now. But, you believe in what you're doing and yourself and you keep going.
Yeah.
And little by little, like today is a special episode for me because, to this day, we always did it within our means. Now I feel like, wow, we're in a real podcast studio here at Basel Studios in West Hollywood. And feels like it's almost like you get elevated little by going through the path.
Hmm. Yeah.
If you just keep going, it naturally develops and improves
Yeah.
everything.
And there'll be signs that, like, I'm going to take this moment with each other right now for me.
Mhm.
This is showing me that I'm on the right path, that this is exactly where I need to be.
Mhm.
And all I have to do is keep doing exactly what I'm doing with the amount of passion that I have for it. And everything's going to be okay. No matter how much stress there's going on, I have 10 other things in my mind right now, but I just enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
I say, oh my gosh, I'm so blessed to be here. I prayed to be in rooms like these. Let's enjoy the moment. Find yourself in that moment and just enjoy it. Just enjoy it because life doesn't give you these many opportunities.
Mhm. Very true. As you keep growing creatively, what kind of impact do you hope your work leaves on people?
I hope that I'm impactful enough for other people to see that if I can do it, anyone can do it. I'm just a boy from Oceanside who just had a dream. I just had a dream of getting the message out there that it's possible, that you can be yourself. You don't have to fit in. You can be the weird kid in the room, and that's okay. You're going to find your people. You don't need to fit in a box, and that you can just be you. And your people are going to love you. And I was the kid that was bullied in school. I had to change high schools twice because I was bullied.
Hmm.
I wasn't the popular kid. I was a kid with braces and that no one ever looked at. And I always wanted to fit in those types of rooms. I always wanted to be, someone that I wasn't, to just fit in. And it wasn't until I got a lot older that it's so lame to try to fit in that cookie cutter box, that it's okay to be weird. It's okay to be yourself. And I hope that's what my message leads, is that I lived a life that was authentic to myself and I showed it to the world, and that I was inspirational enough for other people to go and chase their dreams too.
That's a really powerful message. That's a good message. And once again, I can relate to it. I was also bullied in high school and I had to change high schools as well. I went to an art school. I found my other weirdos. Yeah, in the arts, I did find a little bit more. It's still, you don't fit everywhere with all the
No.
artists too. There's other,
You find
You
your
know.
people though.
but you do eventually find
Yeah.
your people. You find your crowd.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
you have to be okay with and as an adult, right? You navigate, something totally different. You don't have to be, you're not with friends 24/7 like you are in school, right? You have to make your own friends,
Mhm.
or that you're lonely. 90% of the time, I think for most of the people watching or that are single and are watching this alone or can relate to, it gets lonely as an adult. It gets
Right.
lonely. So you don't always have that. You don't have friends all the time. They're working. They have different shifts than you, or you have different occupations where they live far.
Mhm.
You are quite lonely as an adult, and no one really tells you that or warns you that. But what I tell people, which is important, is you have to be okay being alone. You have to learn to be at peace alone, that you find happiness. I find it when I go to restaurants by myself. I'll put my phone in my car, I'll leave it
Mhm.
there, and I'll just eat by myself. I don't look for the world and worry about a notification. I simply just sit there by myself and have a conversation with myself.
Yeah.
And and you have to be okay with being alone.
Yes, I agree. I agree. I did also spend a lot of time going to coffee shops by myself, hanging by myself. But in this lonely world, I really also, I mean, real friends is great. Like,
Oh,
I love having real friends. I like being able to face, eye to eye, being able to share a movie or some
hmm
experience together. That's different. That's like
hmm
you feel all five senses. But I also really appreciate a lot of online friends. You know, I have a lot of online friends all over the world where there's no way we can get together right now because everybody has their limitations. But it's amazing that we keep each other a good company.
yeah, the good thing for technology, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we can FaceTime, and I have my cousins. I'm really close with them. They're in Australia, and I can't see them, you know, a lot. I see them maybe once every 5 years, but due to technology, we can stay close, just like you with your friends. So I do appreciate that.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. Like some people diss offline and online world and whatever, but I think there's something to appreciate in both worlds, and you don't have to pick one or the other.
No.
You can enjoy both worlds.
It's all about connection.
Yeah, true. It's all about connection, definitely. Um, just a few more questions. I'm gonna go a little more conversational in my closing outro. So I wanted to see it's at the end of it, our project has a goal. That's the big dream
hmm
that we want to travel all around the world, continent by continent, turn this into a movie to follow with a TV series.
Uh huh.
So, what do you think about environmental issues? Because that's going to be one of our focuses as well.
Yeah, to help the environment. I always believe in clean energy. So if I don't need to, if I need to go to San Diego and it's not as an important trip where I need to be there on time, I like to take the train. I don't like to, keep all that, the emission. I like to just keep it clean. Just That's just what I do for just keeping it green. Also just keeping our beaches clean. I love a clean beach. I love
You mentioned the ocean,
yeah,
keeping the
so
ocean
yeah,
clean.
keeping the ocean clean, that's extremely important for me at least. Is I do the beach cleanup in Oceanside. So every
Oh,
year.
that's great. That's
Yeah.
pretty environmental.
Yeah,
Uh,
I do fundraiser for in Oceanside where we clean up trash.
okay,
And it's
that's
really
great.
nice. Yeah, it's a really nice experience. I like my clean beaches as much as the next person. I don't want to, see trash everywhere. But yeah, so as far as environmental, I just believe in just picking up and cleaning after yourself. Leave a campground better than how you found it,
Mm,
is what I was taught. I'm an Eagle Scout.
nice.
So I did Boy Scouts throughout my entire youth. So I love nature and I love keeping it clean and, respecting, Mother Nature and what God gave us.
Mm. How about animals? Do you have any pets? Have you had any pets, or what do
Yeah,
you have animals?
I have a dog. I have a little dog. I've had her since I was 16 years old. She's a Maltipoo,
Mm.
and she's like my best friend. We call her a cat in my house. She's like a cat. She goes and leaves. It comes back when she wants to. She's amazing. She's like a little cat.
In terms of your videos, I was wondering, do you do it yourself or do you have a team of people? Like, I liked how you did that Bad Bunny video. You had like split
Mhm.
screens where we see you then dancing, then crying, and we see Bad Bunny like
Yeah.
performing. Do you do that kind of thing yourself? How do you do it? Or you have a team of people you work with?
No, well, actually, that's all by
Mhm.
myself.
All you do it
Yeah, so
yourself? Wow, that's
yeah,
cool.
well, that's a really big compliment for me. Thank you. Yeah, no, I do everything by myself. I love it. I love the process of creating content.
Mm.
When that comes to filming, to editing, I love the editing part more than I do the recording part.
Yeah.
Because I'll be out there for hours just making sure that it's absolutely perfect for my clients or just myself or whatever project that I'm working on. That's my favorite part. So I don't like to, source out my editing.
Hmm.
I like to do everything myself because I'm the only person that knows what I want.
That's great. That's multitasking and multi skillful.
Yeah, I wear
That's
multiple
great.
hats.
Yeah.
I wear multiple
Okay.
hats.
And I saw like you got like a new partnership. Like, how does these work? Honestly, I couldn't get there yet. I'm curious. Like, as a content creator, how do you start getting maybe sponsors, brand partnerships? I saw you just got a new partnership
Yeah.
today. Like, how does that world work? Like, how do you go about that?
Yeah. So I just signed with RainBet, which is an
Mm,
online casino.
yeah.
And so how I go about getting brands like that is well, when I first started, I didn't know anything. Right?
Mm,
I started from completely from scratch. So I made sure that my numbers were hitting. So my content was producing, quality numbers and quality content. So I made sure that was priority first before I even reached out to any brands. And then after I made sure I had a decent amount of views and followers, I started contacting brands directly.
mm,
I started just pitching myself. Everywhere I went, to every brand that I could think of, I sent an email or I tried to call or I went in and I really just put myself out there. Just I really try to get the name Javier Knight into people's minds. And eventually that bore fruit. I just would get emails like, "Hey, we actually would really like to work with you. We really like your content." So, you mean you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So, I would just email to every brand possible that I could think of. To
mm.
If I was wearing a specific clothing brand, I'd be like, "All right, I need to talk to American Eagle. I need to talk to," and I'd go in either into their corporate office, call, or to email, and just putting myself out there. And then it got to a certain point into my social media career where I started getting bigger numbers, a bigger following, where these brands were now coming just to me.
Right.
I put my email on my bio of on Instagram and on TikTok, and now I just have emails of companies that would love to either work with me or to partner up. And then I also did get a management team as well, and so they bring me deals and special things that they have for me.
So that's great. I was really curious about that.
Yeah.
I think you're the first big social influencer I'm entering in that sense. Um, okay, I'm coming close. Anything else you want to share? Do you have any other projects you want to share with the audience?
If you have a dream, go for it. Because I literally started from absolutely nothing to where I am now. And I'm so blessed because of God and because of all the hard work and consistency and just ignoring every single person that said I couldn't do it, including my family, including my close friends, including random people on the internet. Don't listen to them. You can do it. All you have to do is believe in yourself. And that's all that's my message. Is just believe in yourself cuz you can do it.
Great message. Yeah, I was thinking about that just this morning. How it's there's light and darkness, goodness and bad. There's these things, and in our heads, in a way, we're always in constant fight. Depressive thoughts, not just outside things, internally. There are days I'm not as confident in myself. There are days I'm like, I doubt myself, but you gotta come over it with positive thoughts and light. And I feel like a lot of people I lost along the way today, I was thinking like I don't see those people as enemies, but almost like soldiers I lost during a war.
Yeah.
I those people just got lost with their negative thoughts and feelings. They quit on things. They just quit on friendships, quit on things they love to do, and they just, you know, like I told of them like soldiers I was in a war with, and I'm sorry for them. The people
Yeah.
I lost along the way, a lot of good friends, like I had friends quit on me or quit on what they love to do, something they quit. But I have a saying, quitters never win and winners never quit. So I keep going. We gotta keep going. And I can't just stop on crying over people all my life. I just gotta keep going.
Yeah.
And I also want to be a good example to them,
Yeah.
yeah, a
If
lot.
you stop, that means everyone else was right. That the haters were right. If you stopped right now,
Hmm,
that means every person was right about you. And that's how I think about it. That if I stop today, someone else is gonna take my spot. All the haters were right about me. So that's what keeps me going. It keeps me pumped up. It keeps me fueled about life. I get excited now about waking up. Before, when I worked at a corporate job and, clocking into my 9 to 5,
Yeah.
it seemed routine. Life was routine.
Mm-hmm.
Now I wake up excited on what adventure am I going on today? What does life have for me? And it's so exciting that I get to take my own destiny in my own hands. And that's the simple message that I tell people is that you take your own destiny by your hands. Play with your own timeline.
Mm-hmm.
And make mistakes. Enjoy life to everything that you want it to be. Enjoy it.
Right.
Because you only get one, right? So fill it up with as many people, with loved ones, with experiences, with connection, with joy, with love. Bring everything along. Just bring all that positivity together and use it for something good. And so that's my simple message.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Of course.
Javier, thank you so much for sharing your humor, perspective, and energy with us. Your work is a reminder that laughter can be a powerful way to connect, heal, and bring people together. But on top of it, you are a motivational speaker, I should say. And to everyone watching, I hope this conversation encouraged you to find goodness in the smaller moments, especially the ones that make you laugh. This is Searching for Goodness. See you next time. And don't forget, follow your dreams, believe in yourself. Don't let anybody stop you or yourself stop you. And would you be kind enough also tell maybe our audience and your audience to subscribe to Searching for Goodness?
Yeah, make sure to subscribe to the podcast Searching for Goodness.
Yes, we are on YouTube.
Oh.
And also on the audio podcast.
All right. Yeah, follow on everything.
Okay. Any other things? Yeah, you really have a good philosophy and perspective. I enjoyed having you in our.
Thank you for having me.
Everybody rolling right now? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, Javier, we have a slogan. We say, goodness will win. So let's do that together.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Goodness will win. All right. And we are also on YouTube. So make sure to subscribe to Searching for Goodness. Subscribe on YouTube and all audio platforms.
Yes, I really appreciate it. Don't delay just now. Go to YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe. And of course, when you share, when we get comments, it really makes us happy. We do put a lot of time and energy and effort here. So every little share and subscribe and comment means a lot to us.
So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Sending you our love. Let's send some hearts and kisses. We'll be back. Watch him and watch me. Watch us both. We have more stuff to share with you guys.